right there.
No, no, no. Oh my god, this one's only 75,000.
Zoom in on the bathroom, please. We're doing long distance right now because I'm in New South Wales and he's in South Australia.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, that's beautiful there. I can't. It's so cool that this used to be a train station. I'll have a McChicken. Sunday. Very gorgeous. Honestly, such a beautiful town from up here.
We're actually going back to Broken Hill.
Yeah, we're actually going back to Broken Hill. Sorry, guys. Train line, that is the train line. No, that's not gonna look good. Sorry.
That looks pretty obvious in the train. Isn't that so cool?
So cool. We're gonna be on that in 2 days.
We thought that one specifically.
Yeah, well, not that train, but that train line. So today we have come to Broken Hill. Look, we're in Broken Hill Airport. Isn't this so cool? Do I hear always say that?
It's a Royal Flying Doctor. That's really cool.
Quite an adventure. We decided, why not? Let's go to Broken Hill, and we're going to take the train on Tuesday back to Sydney. Because shockingly, there is a train from Broken Hill all the way to Sydney. It's pretty crazy. But yeah.
It's actually really nice airport. I quite better than Avalon.
That's the airport. Amy reckons it's better than Avalon. I'm inclined to agree. Because Avalon is like one of Melbourne's most major airports, and it's like, it's that.
Yeah, and this is just Broken Hill.
This is just Broken Hill.
Man, there's a car park just right outside of the airport.
I know, you don't even have to walk, it's just right here.
It's like from South Australia.
Yeah, oh yeah, and all the number plates.
Like Victoria as well.
You got Victorian number plates, you got New South Wales, and you got South Australia. Because
Victoria here.
Because
It's
Broken
Queensland.
Hill is closer to Melbourne.
Queensland.
Broken Hill is closer to Melbourne and Adelaide than it is to Sydney. Did you know that?
That's pretty weird.
Anyway, well, we'll get our car and we'll see you in town. We found our car and it's from Victoria. It's from Mildura. So crazy. Broken Hill, main road, main street.
This is Adelaide.
Oh, look at that. I wonder what road that used to be. So we went on the Silver City Highway. I don't know what road that is over there, but it's quiet. But it is a Sunday, so I feel like it makes sense. Like, fair enough. It looks quite nice. It's very quaint, very cute. Tomorrow's Monday, so it'll probably be a bit busier. Let's see what it's like here then. Roads were really wide, weren't they?
Yeah.
Those residential roads. So get this, apparently Broken Hill used to actually have a tramway, and it was 18.6 kilometers of track, and then they closed it in, what, when did they close it? 1926, just because of cars. That's so sad. That makes me sick.
It's right there.
No, no, no. Oh, I'm actually so sad. Why did they get rid of all the trams in this country? Oh. So the thing with Broken Hill that makes it pretty famous, or at least it's famous when you actually get here, is that pretty much from anywhere in the town you can see this like huge mound over there. It's a slag heap. It's just this huge thing. And as far as I recall, that was just kind of made by the mining company. Right, Amy? It's just made by the mining company, right? It's just all the waste material, apparently. And you can just see it from like all over town, and it kind of divides Broken Hill into two, because there's South Broken Hill. It's technically the same suburb. Broken Hill is just one suburb, but there's a south part and then a north part. Go and look on a map and you'll get what I mean. But yeah. And here's a map of all the all the railways that used to exist here. So I think this is the current Broken Hill station, I think, over there. And then of course they extended into South Australia, and then the rest of it's all closed now. And then this is the railway up to Silverton, which we're going to go and check out tomorrow. So they had this station here. They also had a station here, which is where we are right now. Then they had a station up there and a station up... Oh, no, okay, just those three. But still, that's crazy. 3 train stations in a country town where, like, nowadays you are lucky if you even have one. We found an Indian restaurant that very visibly used to be a petrol station. This is really weird. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I mean, you know, good case of multi-purposing, right?
butter chicken at the Palace Hotel.
Oh yeah, we went to the Palace Hotel for lunch. They did a very good butter
actually
chicken,
quite
so don't underestimate the Indian food in this town. I had a steak, and the steak was also really good, so yeah.
The food was actually really nice. Shout out to Palace Hotel.
Shout out to Palace Hotel. If you're wondering where 1970s Sydney prices went, they went to Broken Hill. Look, you can get this 3-bedroom house for just $140,000. You can get this 3-bedroom house for just $270,000. You can get this 2-bedroom house for $130,000. Like, oh my god.
Zoom in on that bathroom.
Oh my god, this one's only $75,000.
Zoom in on the bathroom, please.
Okay, there might be a reason why it's only $75,000. Let's buy it. Yay! Now we've come to the top of, well, not the top of Broken Hill, but we're in like a hill near Broken Hill. These are the living sculptures behind me. Oh, you can't really see it because of the sun. Yeah, there we go. Living sculptures. The view's just amazing, isn't it, Amy? The view's it's actually so cool. See the whole of Broken Hill. And yeah, these are the living sculptures. And we're here just in time for the sunset, which hopefully we'll get some nice pictures of. And you can see the whole town out that way. That's the town over there. With the flag heap in the middle, you can kind of make out like that huge hill in the middle. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Absolutely beautiful. That's the Outback. So gorgeous. Hello, it's now the next day, staying in the Outback, Broken Hill Outback Resort, and look at that beautiful view. Look how stunning that is. Yeah, I'll swap the camera. Just a gorgeous sunrise, and you can just see out into the Outback. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm sure the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's just stunning. And I think the craziest part is it's still in New South Wales. Like, you look at a view like that and you think Northern Territory, Western Australia, but it's New South Wales. It's beautiful. What do you think, Amy? So nice. Yeah, it's actually quite cold though. That's what you might not be able to tell. It's the end of April and it's probably like 10 degrees right now. But it's beautiful. So we've come to the lovely town of Cockburn. Well, not much of it. It's really a very small village. Cockburn. Well, you know what? Let us know in the comments if it's Cockburn or Cockburn. I'm pretty sure it's Cockburn. The one in Perth is Cockburn. But we are now in South Australia. So this is the New South Wales South Australia border.
New South Wales Australia.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, they've really put a lot of stickers on that one.
Colonial ass. I discovered Mount Gambier. Like, okay.
See you in the NT. Like, what? That's not even related. Anyway, but yeah, no, we did it. We're in South Australia. Yay! I've not been here since 2019. And Amy, when's the last time you've been in South Australia?
Never.
Never. So you've now visited. Amy's now visited all 6 states and 2 territories.
Yay!
And I did last year when I went to the Northern Territory when we went. But that was her second last one, and this is now her last one. So we've now both been to every state and territory in Australia, which I think is really cool. But yeah, it's a really, really small town. I don't think, like, this is closed, this little border cafe or whatever, it's closed. And yeah, they've got like a singular telephone, Telstra telephone payphone over there, and then they've got, I don't know, maybe we'll drive into town and see what there is. Like, by town I mean like that way. No, but like, if we turn right, I see some houses over there, so we'll go and have a look. And then the train line, can we see the train line from here?
Not really. It's over there.
Let's see. You can't, you can see it. The train line's definitely there. Want to go and have a look? We should go and have a look. You can actually see it. There's the train line. Yeah. But yeah, South Australia. Hello, South Australia. Ta-da! We're at the border marker.
We're doing long distance right now because I'm in New South Wales and he's in South Australia.
Yeah. Thank God.
Okay.
Oh, look at the truck. Tower Highway is actually pretty quiet. We drove on it and I think we saw like a maximum of like maybe 5 cars. But I guess it makes sense. It's a long way into South Australia from New South Wales. And now we've walked a little bit up to the train track. So this is the train track. We probably won't actually go on it, so don't worry. But this is the train track that goes all the way west to Adelaide that way. Then east back towards Broken Hill and then all the way to Sydney, which is so cool. And this train track is still in use. Pretty sure it's used for freight. It's definitely used by the Indian Pacific. So yeah, no, it's really cool to actually be here. And I think it's just surreal to think that that goes all the way back to Sydney, all the way. Like a train here will go through the Blue Mountains, through like Penrith and Parramatta and Strathfield, and then all the way to Central. And at some point it will be here, and that's just kind of, that's just cool to me. The wonders of trains, you know. Oh, and it's just such a scenic view, isn't it? It's so beautiful. It's like, I think we've actually can't come on like such a good day in terms of weather, except it is much colder than you'd expect. Wow. It's just so cool seeing a truck, a loaded truck on the road. That's, it's in New South Wales right now, and then it's going to cross over into Sydney. South Australia. I don't know why I said Sydney.
Did you say Sydney?
No, it's not the best. Oh, it's so beautiful. The zoom out. Amy looks so cold right now. It actually is so cold right now. It actually is though.
You didn't dress properly.
I mean, it's not, I think we're okay. I think it's also, it's early in the morning. It's like 8:30 right now. So now it's in South Australia. There you go. We're actually in South Australia right now. Wow. But yeah, I just actually so badly wish we could see a train. To be fair, like the black is probably very, very low. I'm sure trains don't run here that often. But oh my god, wouldn't it be? Fun fact about South Australia is they don't have regional trains. So there would be no passenger trains from Adelaide coming here except for the Indian Pacific, which isn't really a passenger train. It is a passenger train, but it's like a luxury one. So. And now for a bit of railway history and a bit of abandoned railway exploration. So we've made it to the Silverton Tramway. So this is, well, now it's obviously not here anymore, but basically the Silverton Tramway was built like a long time ago. There you go, 1887 says there. So you can, I'll just show you the frame for a while. It was built in 1887 and it basically kind of went from Cockburn up here to Silverton and then down back to Broken Hill. So for context, Silverton is in the middle of Cockburn and Broken Hill, but it's further to the north. Very indirect route. And yeah, we'll walk along here. And this is the old Silverton train station. Now, obviously, as you could probably tell, that circular route that I just outlined, very indirect. When they did the gauge conversion project back in the 70s to like allow cross-continental journeys from Sydney all the way over to Perth via South Australia, they just did a more direct route that just went direct between Broken Hill and Cockburn, because Silverton's really out of the way. It's really not in between the two. So that is why there is no train station here anymore. There's also no train station in Cockburn, to be clear, but Cockburn's barely, there's nothing there. And yeah, so now there's no train station here, and it's been closed since 1970, and this is the old train station. So yeah, abandoned train station out in the outback, which is kind of cool to see. Isn't it cool? It's cool, isn't it? Wow. This is probably the original station building. It's kind of spooky, isn't it? I hope I didn't step in it. Dude, it's so crazy. Like, trains actually used to come here. I know I see this at every abandoned train station, but still, so crazy. Wow. Let's look inside. Yeah, so obviously they fenced it off. Yeah, it's not looking great in there, but some people have managed to make their way in. Oh my god, look at that, Amy. It says, I love D, 21st of May, 95. Are you serious? Yeah, it says 95. Oh my god. Wow. Do you still love D? I don't know. D, or D's husband or wife, I don't know. If you're watching, let us know. Let us know if you still love D. And this clearly wasn't a halt or anything, right? Like, there's actually like a proper platform and everything. It's just so cool. Let's go and look at that plaque. And yeah, so the train line. So that, I'm guessing this is pointing towards Cockburn, and then down that way, we'll be back towards Broken Hill. Obviously the alignment now is a lot more direct, but it did used to come through Silverton. Let's have a look at this plaque. Yeah, there's some information. So pause if you want to look at that. But yeah, that's the Silverton Railway. So we're reading this, and again, you can pause if you want to look properly. But apparently the only reason this is called the Silverton Tramway, not like the Silverton Railway, was because South Australia were unsure if they were allowed to like build a railway line or something. But they thought, oh, if we call it a tramway, it might be allowed. Like, like read it for a proper explanation. But yeah, that's so funny. Oh, and by the way, they're calling it the Silverton Cycleway now, but like, this is not properly kept at all. Like, there's trees. It's not like terrible, don't get me wrong. I think you could cycle, but it's definitely like more like mountain biking. It's like not really, I don't know. I think it's generous to call it a cycleway, but I don't know. I guess technically you could if you had a mountain bike or something. Let's look at that other plaque. And here's the final plaque, something about it being a common. I don't really know what they're talking about. I think they're just saying this is public land, but like, okay, that's great. Oh, that's beautiful though. It's so cool that this used to be a train station. And then I don't know. I think that's really cool. Outback abandoned train station. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Abandoned station in the Outback. There's a donkey over here. Oh, he stopped. He stopped just as I started recording. Anyway, donkeys. Yeah, makes a lot of. There we go. Oh, he's so distraught. Poor thing.
Someone get this guy a Tui's. God.
Beautiful. I just found this is a good outline of the railway. So basically, that's Cockburn over there, Silverton, Broken Hill. And now the railway just does a straight line between them. So it doesn't go through Silverton anymore. So this kind of gives you an idea. So it used to be a full loop around there. Now it's just a straight line. Yeah, so that's that. Apparently there used to be a railway up to Torrenwangi. Yeah, there you go. So a little quick fun fact about Silverton is that Silverton is not in a council. So there's this whole like area in New South Wales called like the unincorporated area of New South Wales that doesn't have a local government area. And Silverton's one of those places. Yeah, just a huge part of Western New South Wales doesn't have a local government area. And I think it's administered by like the state government or whatever. And then another fun fact is that Silverton and Broken Hill and a bunch of other places nearby are in the South Australian time zone, not the Sydney time zone. So they're all half an hour back from New South Wales. I don't actually know about daylight saving. I assume they also don't observe daylight saving. Like, Adelaide, no, actually, I think Adelaide do observe daylight saving, actually. But yeah, point is, yeah, different time zone. For all intents and purposes, Broken Hill is pretty much part of South Australia, isn't it?
Yeah, we were driving here and we were like, why is the GPS saying it takes 1.5 hours to get to Silverton from Cockburn? And then when we passed Broken Hill, it's like the clock jumped forward by half an hour, so.
No, but that was actually an error. It shouldn't have. I think our car is confused. I think our car thinks we're back in the Sydney time zone. I actually think...
is Silverton not in Sydney?
No, Sydney's it's meant to be part of the Broken Hill time zone, as far as I can tell. But yeah. I don't think I've ever been to a town like this. It's just like completely surrounded by outback. Red dirt track in the middle. It's just so cool. There's the hotel and it's just like, just outback as far as the eye can see. Pretty lush outback admittedly, but I'll have a McChicken. Sunday. Hello. Hello. Hi. Take a picture.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Oh, that's so cool. It's already stuck his head out. Oh my god, that's so cool.
And now we've come to Sulphide Street Station. So I've gone out into 0.5x. So this was the answer just before, a little bit before you would have seen us at Silverton Station. And so basically it came from Cockburn up to Silverton and then here to Broken Hill, or what they called Sulphide Street Station. And there's a whole history behind why the line used to go such a roundabout way. And you can look that up, but basically, yeah, as I said earlier, the New South Wales government didn't let them build it much further into New South Wales. They had to, I don't know, it's like a whole thing. Honestly, I think you should just look it up. And then they finally extended the line into Broken Hill through to South Australia. The standard gauge line now goes a more direct route, and then the new station was built on Crystal Street, or actually no, I think that station was always there, sorry, but that station then became the major station, and then this station pretty much just closed in 1970, but it's still here, and it's a nice cute little railway station. And then they've also got a train here, which is cool. An old train. Hello. Yay, isn't it cool? Yeah. And yeah, that's Broken Hill, Sulphide Street. Pretty cool that we get to come and see this now. Yeah. And here's an old road post, probably almost certainly before the Barrier Highway was National Route 32, which would have been, I think, in the 50s or 60s. They gave it National Route 32, and this definitely looks like it outdates that to me. Yeah, so it really gives you context behind how close we are to Adelaide. We are so much closer to Adelaide than Sydney right now, even though we are in New South Wales still. But you know, not every place can be closer to its state capital. Or, well, I guess it could, but it's not usually. A lot of places are closer to another state capital. Yeah. Very cute little museum. I like it. I think I've already shown you this map, but I'm going to show you again. So there's Crystal Street Station. So that was back towards Sydney, and that's the station that's still open. And then here is Sulphide Street Station, and then other stations out of town to Silverton and then towards Adelaide, or Cockburn anyway. And it turns out there was a third station there called Railway Town Station, which I didn't know about. And yeah, probably some other stuff here that I'm not noticing right now. Yeah. And then of course there was a bunch of tramways as well, I think. Yeah. So tomorrow we're taking the train back to Sydney. Obviously we're not taking the Silver City Comet, we're just taking the Explorer. But this is what it used to be. So that used to be the old one, the old train that you'd take back all the way from Broken Hill to Sydney. Hasn't been in operation since 1989, but it looks pretty cool. And I think it's actually in this museum, so we'll go look and try and find it. Speak of the devil, there it is. There's the Silver City Comet in all its beauty. Ah, cool. Look at that. Yeah, so that was the old train that used to take to Sydney. Now it's just an Explorer, which is still pretty cool, but this is also cool. Let's go in, let's have a look. So I guess this is the front where you drive from. Hello. And then you go through here. This is the whole locomotive. Holy crap, it is dusty in here. Oh my god, I feel like I shouldn't be here. I mean, I'm allowed because it's definitely open, but it is so dusty. Okay. Yeah, alright. It's cool. It's very cool. It's really dusty in here. Yeah, that's fine. Really dusty. But yeah, no, that's cool. We've got all these switches and stuff. I honestly have no idea what any of this is. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. We got these switches here. I can hear a clock for some reason. I don't know if you can hear that. Come around here. Oh my god. I don't actually really like. I think I might leave. It is so dusty in here. Are we actually allowed in here? I don't know, man. It's like, it kind of feels like I'm breathing in toxic fumes right now. Because it's like, it's dusty, but then it also smells a bit like sus as well, not just dust. Anyway, well, I've been in the Silver City Common. Alright, now going in the other way to the passenger side, and hopefully this is less dusty. Alright, yeah, we'll come back and look at the pictures, but wow, it's so luxurious. Really luxurious. Oh, really nice. There you go. Yeah, very luxurious. And yeah, we got oh, wow, beautiful. Oh, it's so cool. These seats look so comfy. Oh my goodness, it looks so comfortable. Wow, I love it. And then here's the dining car. Beautiful. And they got like a nice video playing up there. So this was in service until I think 1990 was what it said. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember, sorry. Rewind, because I showed you the plaque. I'm pretty sure it was 1990. Yeah, and that's the kitchen, obviously. This is a smoke-free workplace, state rail. And then, yeah, more seats over here. And then, I don't know what that is, I think that's back through to the locomotive, through to the engine room and all that, and I'm not gonna go back in there. Oh, hang on, yeah. I actually could have, it did link up, but I didn't see this doorway. For some reason, I could have actually just gone through before. It all linked up. That's funny. I don't know about you, but it's pretty cool that this train has been on the harbour bridge. Like, that's so cool. That's what I love about railways. These trains that are like currently sitting in the Outback used to run to the Outback, and then they'd also run on the harbour bridge. I doubt that that was part of its regular route. That would have made sense. I think this was like a bicentennial run, it says. That's still really cool. That's what I love about trains. And yeah, it was till 1989. So yeah, not 1990. Yeah, and they obviously have different paint schemes. Had a North City Rail or State Rail kind of paint scheme. And then also you got that one. And here's the Tarawingi tramway, or Tarawingi, don't know. Yeah, so you had the railway to Silverton, and you had the railway up to Tarawingi. And yeah, obviously both are gone now, sadly. But yeah, so many stations up to Tarawingi. Wow, that's crazy, there's so many. I wonder if any of them are still left. Is that along the Silver City Highway? I don't know, kind of looks like it is. We've now made it up to the top of Line of Lode, and this is the view of Broken Hill from the top. So it's a slag heap, basically kind of made due to all the mining, and it gives a really beautiful view of the town. Very gorgeous. Honestly, such a beautiful town from up here. And of course, you can see the train station. So that is right there. That is Broken Hill train station. Now, if you pay close attention, I'll zoom out a bit. Oh, I'll stay zoomed in actually. So that's the whole platform. So right now in the middle, you can see the platform. I'll point very carefully, just there, okay? And you keep following that. And so there's the platform of the station building. And then it keeps going, that's the platform. Still going, 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 still going. And yeah, there, that's where it ends. Right now it's in the center. Very long platform. Now, I can't find the exact reason why it's so long, but I mean, I think that it's a pretty reasonable guess would be it's because this is effectively was a border station, because this was kind of where trains would change from New South Wales operated to South Australian, and I think that they would swap the locomotives here, and so I guess something to do with that is why the platform is so long. It's ridiculously long. And trains still call here, as you know, we're going to go on it tomorrow. Trains still call here. Only once a week there's a train to Central, and then there's a train once a week to Broken Hill from Central. And that train's arriving tonight. And then it'll go back to Sydney tomorrow morning with us on board. Yeah, really cool. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this station must be the furthest passenger station from Central that is in New South Wales. Like, it must be. I cannot imagine there is one that's further from Central. 1,100 kilometers from Central. Furthest within New South Wales, I'd have to guess. Yeah, and there's all these sidings as well, so you can kind of see here. So that's one of the sidings, and then there's obviously that as well. Yeah, and then it just stretches all the way out that way.
I love Broken Hill.
You love Broken Hill?
I love Broken Hill.
You sound sarcastic. Beautiful view. It's now night time, and we've made our way to Broken Hill train station. So this is like, yeah, New South Wales, the classic New South Wales font and signs and everything. And there's a timetable here, but it's literally just that. Just one train every Tuesday at 7:45. And that's the train we're taking tomorrow back to Sydney. But why we're here right now, it's currently 7:10 p.m. on Monday, 20th of April, and we're waiting for the train from Sydney right now. We're going to go and watch it come in. But it's about 20 minutes late, so while we wait, we're just going to explore the station. And that's the train. The train that's arriving is obviously the train that we're going to be taking back tomorrow. I don't think we can go in, can we? Is it closed? This building is from 1957. So the original buildings to the east. This is from 1957. And I'm gonna have a hot take, which is that's disappointing, because I am not a fan of 1950s architecture. I don't know, like, it's not terrible, but it's always a little bit more dull. I'm sorry. I always like the old train station buildings more. This one's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just giving like high school building, isn't it? Let's be real.
I can't believe they got like a game of clock tower.
A game of clock tower?
Yeah.
What? Oh right, like it changing colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that clock's changing colours. It's pretty cool. But also, yeah, I get what you mean, game and clock tower, yeah. Anyway, I was going to show you the building as well. Yeah, and like, it's adequate, but I don't know. It's like, it's not like the older train station buildings. Like, we can't go in right now. We'll be able to go in tomorrow morning. The older train station buildings just have a bit more charm. But you know, this is still, honestly, like, for a train station that only gets 2 trains a week, I think this is actually pretty good. They even have like a recharging port, which, like, if you think about it, is only used maybe for like half an hour every week. So it's pretty cool that they have that, because obviously there's only one train that departs here. Obviously the train that arrives here, you're probably not going to need that. You're probably just going to go back to your hotel or your house, because wherever you live or whatever. Something else that's really cool is that, like, a lot of people are here right now, from town probably, from the surrounding area, and probably from the suburb itself, waiting for the train from Sydney or from the east or from wherever to come in. Well, when I say from wherever, I mean like the people they're waiting for maybe from wherever. They may not be coming from Sydney, but you know what I mean. Like, the point is, it's pretty cool to see so many people like waiting. I guess my point is that, like, when a country town has a railway, like, people will use it. Like, this is like the type of, oh yeah, it is. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, no, like, clearly a train station in the countryside that only has a train once a week, and people are using it and people are waiting for it. I don't know, it's like, I think it's pretty important to have train services to rural towns. I mean, people are using this one, people are waiting for it. I don't know, it would be great. Like, I feel like any country town probably would have this much demand. Admittedly, Broken Hill is pretty big, but yeah. I guess my point is that having rural services is important, and you might think that no one's using it, but people are clearly using it. Look how long the platform is. I guess you can't really tell during nighttime, but it goes forever in that direction. Such a long platform. Yeah, there's people waiting, as I was saying, for the Sydney train. And then yeah, there it is in that direction. Not as long as that direction, because we're at this end of the platform. And yeah, it's not here yet. That light in the distance looks like it might be it. But that's been there permanently for quite a while now. I don't know what that is. It's probably just a street light or something. And there's up there is where we were before. The Line of Lode up there. Yeah, look how far into the distance that stretches. I am not walking all the way to the end. Now you might wonder what on earth is the point of having such a long platform for a 3-car train, because the Outback Xplorer is only 3 cars. But the Indian Pacific, now that's a long train. I don't know how long exactly, but it's very long. So I'm sure the Indian Pacific makes very good use of this platform. Yeah. Wow, it is going slow. Okay, well, I could walk faster than that. Yeah. Okay, no, I couldn't walk fast, but I could definitely run fast. Actually, no, I'm not even so sure about that. I'm a pretty slow runner. There it is. Here's the train. That's the train we're taking back to Sydney tomorrow. It's actually decently busy. There's actually quite a lot of people on it. So yeah, we just saw the train coming in. It was actually 70 people on it, right?
Yeah, everyone was waiting for the train, and then yeah.
I don't know.
It was cute how everyone got picked up by their like family / 2 groups.
Yeah, it was very wholesome. Yeah, honestly, you know, really busy. There was like quite a lot of people.
I was wondering if someone would ask us who we're picking up, and we'd have to be like,
I don't know.
the train.
We're picking up the train. But yeah, well, we'll be back tomorrow morning to catch it back home.
Yay.
Yay. So we're back at Broken Hill Station. It's about 7 a.m. Hello. Hello. We're taking the train, which is gonna leave here hopefully on time at 7:45. Isn't the platform so long? It's actually crazy how long it is, right?
Yeah.
I know we've already talked about it, but it wouldn't be me unless I said it 10 times. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Anything to say?
It's so bright.
It's so bright, yeah, actually, you know what, I probably should, the sun's over there. Yeah, it's pretty bright, so yeah, here's the view that you had last night. Now it's daytime, and yeah, that's the end of the platform. Really long platform, but yeah, it's definitely longer than a normal suburban platform, and I think it's especially crazy that a really small country town like Broken Hill has one. But again, border town makes sense. So I asked them if they would stop the train at Darnick so we could have a look, because apparently in the past people have done that and they've just, you know, had a quick look, but they said no. So sad.
Sorry.
So we don't get to go to see Darnick today, but we'll probably like get to like kind of just see it through the window. Maybe it'll slow down or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But
We're sitting on the right side. Why are we on that side of the...
Oh crap, we could be sitting on the wrong side of the train.
I actually don't even know what side of the train.
Well, you have the seats, so you could probably check.
Yeah. Well, we can kind of just get up and look.
It's not a big deal, honestly. If we really wanted to go to Darnick, we'd just go. Well, one day we will go to Darnick, I guess.
One day.
One day we could drive there. It's really hard to get there. There's a reason why that train station's there. For context, you know what? You guys probably know what Darnick is. If you're watching this, let's be real. So we're now on the train, leaving Broken Hill. Yippee. So we're on the train. So long story, or short story really. We booked first class, thinking first class was the same as those like private cabins, but it turns out it's not. So like when we went to Melbourne a few months ago, we took the private cabin down. I forgot that first class isn't the same thing as that, and the Explorers don't have cabins, only the XPGs do. But yeah, that's okay. So we're leaving, yeah. 1 minute down. 12 hours, 59 minutes to go. Level crossing. There's a line of Lode there. So cool to be on a train just running through the Outback. It's actually so cool. So it turns out we were on the wrong side of the train. There's an emu. I don't know if you can see that right now. Anyway, we were on the wrong side of the train, so... I'm not sorry. We were sitting in the wrong seats. Full stop. So we didn't have a really good view. It's a hole there. Ooh, there's an emu. I don't know if I got it on camera. Anyway, point is we have a much better view now. I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but we have a really nice whole window view. It's really good. We're on the other side of the train now, back side. See if we see any animals and we can film it. There's some kangaroos. Oh, it's just so far, it's hard to film them. Oh, there we go, kangaroos. Over in the distance, there we go. It's hard to get it on camera, like, I can see them, but I don't know if the camera is getting them. There we go. But yeah, a lot of kangaroos, lots of kangaroos out here. There's some sort of structure in the distance, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a power station. Coming into Menindee Station now. I think that's it. So it's on the wrong side, so we won't be able to film it. We're going to stop for a bit. Menindee Station is the first station after Broken Hill. Menindee over there. That's the old platform, I guess. That's not used anymore. We can't really see the new platform right now. But yeah, you know what? If you want to look at Menindee Station, just look it up on Google Maps. We're going to keep going. You see it? We're approaching Darnick, but we don't know where exactly it is. I feel like we're close. Well, anyway, while you wait, that's the view right now. It's a bit less deserty than before. Oh, wow.
That was it.
Thinking you miss it. I barely even saw it. I barely even saw it. Wow. Yeah, that was Darnick. There's actually people at the level crossing. They had all these hours to cross and they waited until the train was coming. The one train. I'm kidding, there's like freight trains and stuff too. There we go, we saw Darnick. What did you think? We barely even saw it. If you've ever wondered what the bathroom looks like on the XVT, nothing sensational. It's just pretty much like an airplane toilet. It's slightly bigger, I guess. So that's economy over there. And this is we're on first class. This is the food stuff. It's all the food and everything. The buffet cart, and then this is first class. Honestly, you don't realize how shaky the train is until you stand up. Like, it's actually not so bad when you're sitting down, but like when you stand up, that's when you realize how busy it becomes. Shaky, I guess. It becomes really shaky when you're trying to move around. And yeah, that's the view out there. Alright, we're at Ivanhoe Station. They let us get off. They didn't let us get off at Darnick. They let us get off here at Ivanhoe, which probably makes sense because it looks bigger. So this is Ivanhoe. Nice small little town on the Cobb Highway. Not that like we can see the Cobb Highway, or maybe that's the Cobb Highway, I don't know. Yeah, you can see the train's actually pretty busy. There's actually quite a lot of people have gotten off to stretch their legs along with us. And that's the park right there. That's actually crazy. Alright. Put your head over business is booming. Ivanhoe Station. Yeah, why not? That's the station building for Ivanhoe. Nice little building. And look at that view. Wow, there are 3 tracks here. So it seems like every station has a passing loop. I guess that's the passing loop, although there's not really any sleepers on it. I wonder if it's actually in use. It looks like it's in use. Do you think that track's in use? I think it is. I don't know. Yeah, okay, fine. And there's the old platform, I suppose, and yeah, that's the train there. But yeah, I think it's just really cool looking out. Like, that is just a gorgeous view. Wish I had my camera, but like, it's on the train. By the time I get it and come out, it's probably, we're probably gonna be leaving. That's beautiful. Just like, oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, alright. Shall we head back? Yeah, as you can see, we're really not... I mean, I think this might technically still be the Outback, but definitely like different, like definitely more vegetation, definitely more lush. Not like insanely lush, but definitely more lush. It's lunchtime, so we got a chicken pasta here, some bread, some butter, $13.50, which is, yeah, it's not too bad, I guess. Like, not outrageous. Shame it's not included. But yeah, Amy's got some too. Here we are, flying through the New South Wales countryside. I've now had a decent bit of the pasta. It's actually really good. I really like it. Do you like it? Yeah. Amy nodded. It's pretty good actually. So, you know, if you're on the XPT, get the pasta. The pasta's pretty good. You wanna say hello?
Italians look away. It's quite good.
And by the way, if you're wondering where we are right now, we've gone past Ivanhoe, as you know, because you would have seen us there just then, and we're on our way to Euabalong West. We're now at Euabalong West. There's really not much to see. There's a old platform there, which you can see, and some sort of silo, I think. And the platform's over there, but we're on the wrong side of the train, so we can't really see it. Yeah, you can again.
Gonna see something cool?
Yeah, sure.
Melons growing on the track. Melons.
What type of melons?
They look like little watermelons. They have like this. Yeah.
Very bareback. Very small can. Look at that. There's some murals on the old platform. I think it's cool that they used to have 2 platforms. I mean, was there really ever the demand for 2 platforms? I guess so, maybe. This is a really small town. It's really reminding me of Silverton, but it actually has a train. I am going to start editing this video now. So the video that you're watching right now, I'm going to start editing it because, you know, it's 1:46. We still have, what, like 8 hours to go? Yeah. So might as well kill time. We're at Park Station now. Biggest town that we've seen this ride so far, population around about 10,000. We're running about 20 minutes late right now, but honestly, like, having been on the Melbourne XPC, that's actually pretty good, because that one usually runs much later. Parks. Welcome to Parks. Really big platform, right? Although, looking at this, it's pretty clear to me. Looking at this, it's pretty clear to me that there used to be a platform, like there used to be a train here. I don't know. But this is probably a double platform, because this is like the footbridge. You know what I mean? Like the footbridge starts over there, and then there's probably a track here. Right, Amy? There's probably a track here, I think, like a siding, because it goes over this. There's probably something here. I think there was probably something here. But yeah, lots of sidings, as you'd expect. There have been a lot of sidings at every station. Coming into Parks, definitely got the sense that this is a big town. We saw a huge bridge over the railway. That's the Parks bypass, which I think has either already opened or just opened. I think it's appearing already on Google Maps, so maybe it's already open. But the only reason why I'm not so sure is that, I don't know if you can see me, but the A39 still goes via this road. You can't really see, but they haven't redone the signs, is my point, so I'm not sure if the bypass is open yet. And this is the train. We are like, I think, well, we left at 7, it's now like 3. I think we're like halfway back to Sydney, which is crazy that we're only just halfway. I think we're only just halfway though. Yeah, still quite a while to go. So we were told that the train crew, they're called the, you know, let's face this way. We were told that the train, oh my god, it's bad here too. What's going on? Anyway, we were told,
stand in the shade.
Yeah, stand in the shade. So we were told that the train crew, they're called the Dobbo crew, but we don't go to Dobbo, we go to Parks. So we're trying to figure out where they go. I think we're on the Newell Highway right now. Maybe they just drive back up to Dobbo.
I don't know. Maybe they walk.
Maybe they walk.
I don't know if he was kind of asleep when they announced this, but they said when we were allowed to get off the train to walk around the parks, we have to be on the train as soon as they blow the whistle. And they said that they've left people behind at parks before. Did you hear that?
No.
I think that's crazy. Can you imagine being left behind here? Like, what are you even meant to do?
I would rather be left behind here than Ivanhoe, for example. But Ivanhoe was even more than
What about
Menindee.
Darnick?
That would probably be the worst possible option. Although that guy, Griffin Rails, he stayed at Darnick overnight. That wasn't accidental though, that was intentional.
Very intentional.
So right now we are going backwards. So the smart people among you will know why we're going backwards, but basically we are at Orange right now. So, and we're about to see Orange East Fork Station, I think, in a moment. But while we wait for that, let me see where it is. Come on.
We're actually going back to Broken Hill.
Yeah, we're actually going back to Broken Hill. Sorry, guys. Lied. Oh, there it is. Let me see in a moment. There we go. That's Orange East Fork. Okay, now for the context. If I remember to, I'll put a diagram up on the screen, but I might not. Basically, Orange Station isn't on the Main West line. It is on the Main West line, but it's not on the Broken Hill line. So the Broken Hill line joins up with the Main West line south of Orange Station. So to get to Orange Station, the train needs to reverse. So it needs to join up with the Main West, and then it needs to reverse back up into Orange Station. That's what we're doing now. Obviously the Indian Pacific train can't do that, because that's just a monster of a train. It's way too big. So if anyone wants to get on at Orange, they have to go to Orange East Fork, which is the station I just showed you. Anyways, we're at Orange. We'll get off for a bit, stretch our legs. We're actually somehow not even that far behind schedule. We're now only about 2 minutes late. Anything to say?
If we go too far behind schedule, that means everyone get out and push the train to Sydney. So I hope that doesn't happen.
Likewise.
That is the best word to put on a sign of that colour. So this is Orange Station. It's very nice. It's really nice. I think it's definitely the nicest one we've seen today. See if I can find a map so we can explain what I was just talking about. But I don't see any maps, and we can't really wander too far or we'll miss the train. So Orange Station is the first station on our journey today that actually gets daily services, because it gets a train to Dubbo, to and from Dubbo every day, because it's on the main West Line. Oh no, it's not on the, no, yes, it is on the main West Line. Yeah, it's on the main West Line. We're now leaving Orange Station, and while we were there, I just quickly checked, and this is indeed where the Broken Hill line starts, and it is indeed called the Broken Hill line. So it branches off from the main West line at Orange. And this is where you might be surprised. You'd honestly think the main West line keeps going west, but it actually goes north to Berwick. And I didn't check when or to what point it is closed, but I don't think it's open all the way to Berwick anymore, sadly. It definitely runs passengers all the way up to Dubbo, and that's the main West line. So the main West line doesn't go to Broken Hill, it actually goes up north-west instead, which is a bit weird.
Good afternoon, customers. Your attention, please.
Sunset over central western New South Wales. It's really beautiful. Yay. So we're now, I think like 2 hours out from Sydney. Oh no, less than that. I think it's like an hour 10. What time is it? I don't know. 8:12. Yeah, so we're like an hour 20 from Stratfield. We're gonna get off at Stratfield. I haven't recorded in a bit because I kind of low-key forgot to. But it's fully dark now, as you probably could guess, because it's 8:11 p.m. in April. Hello. Yeah, no, it's been pretty good, but yeah, it's getting very. We're getting tired, I guess. It's been quite a long journey. But yeah, we're in Katoomba. We're just leaving Katoomba, winding our way down the Blue Mountains. And we will be. I'll probably just not film again until Stratfield, to be honest with you. So I lied. One more shot. Amy has been drawing this beautiful emu drawing, like kind of like a crayon painting, right?
Thank you.
It looks so good. It's kind of like a view that we saw already out the window, right?
Yeah. Many, we have seen.
We've seen many emus today.
Past.
We've seen many. Home sweet home. We are at Parramatta. Hello. We made it to Parramatta Light Rail. Yeah, I think I said we'd get off at Stratfield, but we ended up getting off at Parramatta instead. Yeah, so what did you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, it was very long though. It was like, I guess tiring, but like,
To be expected.
to be expected, right? No, I don't know. I really liked it. It was obviously a lot cheaper than flying as well. And the trip in general was really cool. We've always wanted to go to Broken Hill and do the train and just see the surroundings. It was cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, anyway, we'll probably leave it there. It's been a long day. And I think our tram is now 2 minutes away. Gonna go home now. Alright, bye-bye.
Bye.